the 1960s, Walter Mischel conducted an experiment at Stanford University. He took groups of children and he gave them a choice. You can eat a marshmallow now, or I'm going to leave the room for a bit, and when I come back, if you're willing to wait, you can get 2 whole marshmallows. Well, here's what he found. The children that took him up on the offer and took 1 marshmallow straight away, and therefore showed less impulse control, well, they also showed less scholastic aptitude later on in life. Where the children who had greater impulse control demonstrated the ability to delay gratification up to 20 minutes and thereby receive double the reward, they scored 14 years later an average of 250 points greater on their SATs. They showed more self-confidence, a greater future perspective for themselves, greater levels of drive, and overall scholastic achievement. So the question you might ask is, well, is that nature or nurture? Is lack of impulse control something our clients will learn because they're rewarded for it over and over in life, or because maybe they don't have a compelling enough vision for the future, or are some of us just born lacking that level of impulse control? And the answer is both. You know, our perinatal environment could affect our levels of impulse control. The levels of stress our mother's under throughout her pregnancy could affect, you know, the level of activity in our limbic system. That could affect impulse control. You know, just our genetic predisposition by itself can affect that. And yes, it could be learned. If we grow up in a household with this constant fighting and tension and anxiety, that could affect it as well. So yes, it could be nature, it could be nurture, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, even if we're genetically predisposed, or our clients are more genetically predisposed to lower levels of impulse control, genes by themselves are not deterministic. We can learn greater and greater levels of impulse control by exercising them. But it first starts off with our clients with a compelling vision. What we do is highly correlated with our reasons for doing it. So if we have a client who can't get really clear on what their vision is for the future and why it's so absolutely essential that their future vision is brought into their current reality, or worse, what the consequences would be if they fail to achieve their future vision, well, they're probably not going to be too compelled to give up reward in the present for not a substantial reward in the future. I mean, why do people smoke? Because the reward of smoking, or the pain avoidance of smoking in the present, is so much greater than any possible punishment they could receive, such as, let's say, cancer, as big as that is, somewhere in the future. So the first thing is compelling vision. The second thing is understanding that change comes in increments. It doesn't necessarily come all at once. So a question we could ask our clients is, what is one thing that you can do, one habit that you can change over the next 7 days, 10 days, and starting at one little tiny bit of behavior modification. And once they do that, that gives them the evidence that they're capable of more.